Good morning. How are you? Welcome to Friday. It's option expiry day, Friday, March 28th, 2025. I'm your host, Uncle Bruce, with Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to the program today. We have a lot to follow, a lot to wonder about. We have a lot of options coming up for expiry again today. We're going to see just what happens with GameStop today, what happens to SoFi, what's going to happen with the markets as a whole, what's going on with tariffs next week. They all kick in. You think the market is paying attention? Oh, yes, it certainly is. There's all kinds of nonsense going on, chicanery everywhere. Do you remember last week when you were with me on Friday last week? It was the third Friday of the month. It was the first quarter, third Friday. It was a triple, quadruple witching day last Friday. Do you remember that we were talking last Friday about the fact that GameStop was going to come out with their financials, their earnings number this coming week, which they've done. And there was a lot of speculation that the shares which had been down in the 21 area was coming up to the 25 level. We were wondering if the stock would break through $25 a share. And I believe last Friday it couldn't do it. I think at the end of the day, when it was all said and done, we noticed the shares could not break through 25 bucks. It was at Friday morning, it was around 24.17, and it was 24.45 a few hours later. By about noon, it was noon on Friday, it was sitting around 24.32. Then at 12:40, it was 24.60. Then around 2:50 in the afternoon, with about an hour and 10 minutes to go, we were at 24.60, and we came up to 24.78 with 5 minutes to go, and we could not close the shares at $25 a share last Friday. Monday morning, however, the shares were 25.46. They got up to 25.72. They stayed above 25 all day on Monday. And then on Tuesday, they were 25.50, got down to 25.17, but again, stayed above 25 the entire time until Wednesday morning when the financials came out, and boom, 27 and $28 and $28.89 and $29.19 and $29.30 until, of course, after in the afternoon and the evening, they announced this financing, dropping the stock back to magically $24.99, $25 until yesterday's sell-off dropped it all the way down yesterday to $21.16. And we closed the day at 22.09. There is a 1 week recap for you, just to give you kind of an idea what we were dealing with here. Now, here we are on Friday. Here we are on Friday again. And isn't it interesting to note that the shares are under $25 a share? And do you wonder, does it interest you to wonder about the fact that maybe, just maybe, the shares might rise today, but there's no way in hell they're going to break 25 today? Have you thought about that at all? I bet you haven't. Here's that chart I was telling you about. This is what happened last week and this week, right above me, right above my finger. That's Friday. That's Friday, all day Friday. There's Monday right there. Look at that. There it is, over 25 on Tuesday. Wednesday, the run, the pop. Thursday, the drop off. And then last night after the close, we got the bombshell announcement. A very good bombshell announcement, in my opinion. I think it was a wonderful piece of news last night that came out. The company has priced their offering of their $1.3 billion note, which will become $1.5 billion because they've got a $200 million option that will certainly be taken up. Here's the paragraph that you need to know about. They're talking here about for every $1,000 of bonds, you're going to get 33.497 shares, which works out to approximately $29.85. It's just above right here, just above there. $29.85 a share for common stock. Results, it means it's a premium of 37.5% over the price of the stock yesterday afternoon on the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, so let's look at this chart right here. Where is $29.85 on this chart? Well, if you take a look at Wednesday there at the highs, just under $30. That's where that is, just under the $30 line. So let me get this straight. The market is freaking out. Headlines are everywhere from all these shills who hate GameStop. Remember, there's no love there. I've warned you about that. All kinds of shills are saying to the world, oh, GameStop going into Bitcoin. There's no room for GameStop in Bitcoin. That's MSTR territory. They shouldn't go there. The street has rendered its decision on GameStop. You've been told, GameStop, you're not welcome here. The shares are now being dumped by the pros. The smart money is getting out. Really? Really? $1.5 billion of cash is coming into the treasury of GameStop at zero interest. No interest payable on this note. For 3 years, the stock cannot be converted. You can't convert the bonds into stock, even at $29.85 for 3 years till 2028. It's a locked-in deal. So the company, GameStop, gets to use $1.5 billion as they see fit. It goes into for general corporate purposes. That's what they've said in their filing. That's what the money is for. General corporate purposes. With their 4.7 something billion cash on hand, another 1.5 billion coming in, they're going to be sitting just under 6.3 billion in cash with no obligation to do anything with it. That's the reality. And they just had a gift handed to them where they could take this 1.5 billion, add it to what they've got, and just pick up high yielding interest rate instruments. And in my humble opinion, easily they can find through Jeffries and Company, through their brokerage friends over there, they can find corporate ETFs and payoffs where they're going to get close to 8% on their money. 8% on $6.2 billion, approximately $500 million a year in interest, $10 million a week, $40 million a month. These guys are going to make $500 million in 2025 to do nothing. And $500 million with 450 million shares out now and 50 million shares committed to the bond guys at $29.85 a share. That's 50 million shares. There's going to be 500 million shares in existence. The auditors of the company, the actual bean counters, when they estimate earnings per share of this company, are going to say, fully diluted, there are 500 million shares in existence. 450 million out, 50 million in reserve to be added when the conversion is done for this $1.5 billion. So there's 500 million shares that we have to use to calculate how much money they're making. They're going to make 500 million on interest alone. They're going to make money on their stores. We know that. They've reduced their store count. They're going to keep doing that, lowering their costs, increasing their profit margin. They're going to make money on their stores, 50 million, 100 million a year. I'm not saying $1 billion a year in profit in the stores, maybe 100 million. But if they only make 500 million in profit, just only that, divided into 500 million shares, it's $1 a share net profit. Earnings per share of $1 a share. You think this stock's going to trade at 10 times earnings? Think again, Chester. They're not going to trade at 10 times earnings. These guys are going to trade at 40 to 50 times earnings. Why? Because anytime Ryan Cohen wants to, he can raise another $1.5–2 billion. This guy can raise $5 billion now, anytime he wishes to. And the street knows it. Wall Street won't admit it, but they know. And so people on the outside looking in, I mean, anyone with a clue with regard to financials and dollar performance and interest on the money and blah, 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 they're going to sit there and go, wait a minute, Jesus, these guys are sitting on 6.2 billion now. They're going to haul in 450, 500 million in profit just on the money. It's $1 a share. At 40 times earnings, it's a $40 stock. At 50 times earnings, it's a $50 stock today, not a year from now, not 3 years from now, today. If you're MicroStrategy and if you're XYZ whatever, and you want to borrow $1.5 billion in senior notes, you're going to pay 10% interest for that right now. You're going to pay 10% interest to get $1.5 billion of people's money. Because look, you're sitting on $1.5 billion of cash. You're a hedge fund. You got $20 billion in cash. You got $3 billion in cash. You're Warren Buffett with $300 billion in cash. What are you going to do with that cash? You're going to put it to work. Well, you're going to put it to work in something that's liquid. What is that? U.S. Treasuries, U.S. bonds, Canada bonds, England bonds, the bond market. It's hundreds of trillions of dollars out there. But you're also going to put money into work into Apple bonds, Microsoft bonds, AT&T bonds, U.S. Steel bonds. You're going to buy bonds of corporate everything. And I'm talking global, not just America. You're going to get a higher yield for high-end corporate debt too. The world knows that GameStop can haul in $500 million in interest in profits this year. If you got any brains whatsoever, you know it. If you're a shill, you're so drunk on the Kool-Aid, you don't know what the hell's going on. This stock is not going to trade at 10, 15 times earnings. No. This is not a bank, okay? This is not an investment company with boring policies and restricted moves. These guys are free agents. They can go anywhere, any way they want. And these guys could raise a ton of cash at any time they wish for virtually nothing. And they can offer stock at 30 or 35 a share to get it. This is called, in my book, free money. Because if you're only offering stock at 30 bucks a share to get $1.5 billion, and you don't have to pay any interest on it, which, like I said, for anyone else, that's 10% a year. That's $150 million a year in interest you got to pay out. 3-year minimum deal, that's $450 million in interest that GameStop does not have to pay for this money. That's $450 million GameStop doesn't pay to anyone. That means the $1.5 billion they have, they can put out there for interest. The difference between what the money would cost them and what they're getting for the money is so wide. It's a huge win for GameStop. It is massive for GameStop. It would be for any corporation. So Apple can't get money for nothing for bonds either. It blows my mind. The street right now is so underestimating what GameStop is about to do. Do they have to buy Bitcoin? Do they have to buy Bitcoin? No, they don't have to. They have been allowed to. They've allowed themselves to be able to buy Bitcoin if they wish to. Is there a timing on it? Nope. It's open-ended. And so Ryan Cohen might say, yeah, we'll buy some Bitcoin because, we're going to accept Bitcoin in our websites. We'll accept Bitcoin in our stores as if someone is actually going to buy a $49.99 video game with Bitcoin. Do you actually think that's going to happen? Do you think that 12-year-old kids are going to go into GameStop stores? Mom drops them off at the mall, drops them off with a $50 grandma and grandpa birthday money, and says, go buy yourself something. And the kid's going to walk in there with a $50 bill, okay? He's going to walk in there with a gift card that grandma and grandpa bought for the kid the week before because grandma and grandpa talked to mom and dad and the kid's GameStop crazy. That's all he wants to do. We'll buy him a gift card at GameStop. They're going to walk in with GameStop gift cards to buy merchandise. That's what's been happening and will continue to happen. We're talking grandparents, parents, and children who are customers of GameStop, and they are cash credit card customers. The crypto crowd, how many customers of GameStop are determined to spend crypto to buy GameStop stuff? 1%, 3%, 5%, 10% of their business will go crypto. So GameStop accepts it, and GameStop can just sell crypto for cash. They can turn around and just dump it back out into dollars. They don't have to bank it. And so theoretically, GameStop might buy 50 million of crypto and have a 50 million crypto balance in their books out of $1.5 billion they just got. Where in the in the world does it say that GameStop is going to do $5 billion a year of crypto business? Their entire sales are 4 or 5 billion a year at last report. They don't do 25 billion in business. I don't know where GameStop takes over the crypto market, the Bitcoin market. I have no idea. I don't see it. Let me know. If I'm missing this, please tell me. I would love to know this. I think that what we have here is GameStop sitting on a mountain of money going, shit, this is too easy. We're getting texts and emails and phone calls offering us money. Would you like to take money from us, give us a senior note that's convertible into stock, and then get out there and, do what you want with it? Because that's what it is. That's what they've done. There's no obligation they have to buy any Bitcoin, period. This is an opportunity for option writers to get filthy rich. If you're going to write cash secured puts, today is the day. As long as these shares stay down here, $21.65, $22, $22.50, $23, under 25, knock yourself out, because you're going to be getting premiums that are out of this world. I think the shares stay down here until they close the financing. They did their first announcement where they said we're going to issue senior preferred notes at $1.3 billion with a $200 billion option. Then the second announcement came out last night after the bell. We have priced the bond. We have priced the conversion of the note at $29.85 a share with terms and conditions as to when this can be done, under what terms and conditions, and blah, 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 blah. That's step 2. And step 3, we have closed the transaction of the 1.3 plus the 200 million at these terms and conditions. That's why you do this. This is how it's done. You have the first announcement, intention; second announcement, pricing; third announcement, completion. Okay? This is a done deal. This 1.5 billion is a done deal. The stock is here on purpose. The stock is down here to close out the $29.85 conversion price, which is 137% above a closing price of yesterday, to nail this thing down. You can't have the stock go to $29 today. You can't do that. You got to keep it here to close the deal. So the SEC can't say, well, your stock went to $35 a share and you were offering it at $29.85 to these guys from overseas. You can't do that. Oh, no, we didn't do that. Stock's at $21, $22. That's where the stock was. We announced it at $29.85, but nothing to see here. It's just a shell game, okay? It's nothing personal. But there are people out there who are undereducated, don't understand how this equity market works, and they think this is the end of the world. And this is your window of opportunity to write cash secured puts and put credit spreads. You can now write $15, $16, $17, $18, $19 put credit spreads and haul in some premiums and credits and say, thank you, sir. I'll wait 2 or 3 weeks. I'll wait a week and a half. I'll whatever. And you'll watch the contracts die. You'll keep all the money. On the put contract side, writing cash secured puts, stock reaches 23, 25, 27. You're already going, oh my God, I'm already up 50% on the puts I just wrote last week. That's right. And when they reach $27, $29 a share, you're going to go, why didn't I mortgage my house to do this? What's wrong with me? And you'll roll your puts into higher strike puts further on. You'll make even more money. Welcome to the party, pal. Where as an option writer, you don't have to own any GameStop shares. You can buy them here if you want, but you don't have to. You can take the premium. You can offer to buy GameStop at $22 a share, at $20 a share, at $18 a share. You can write whatever put you want at whatever strike you wish, where you guarantee the market, I will buy GameStop. Whoever wants to exercise the put contract to me, you want to put this thing to me, I will take the stock at $22 a share. Give me $5 right now and I'll do it. That means you're offering $17 a share. Are you comfortable buying GameStop at 17? Its cash value will be $12.50 in a couple of days. Take all the cash, divide it by all the stock, it's $12.50 a share. Are you comfortable paying 17 for it? You think this is a risk that the company with $12.50 in cash is going out of business next month? What? Just a guy in front of a computer trying to tell my followers, kids, you want to make money in this business? You better learn how to write options like the institutions are. Who do you think is writing all of these cash secured puts? And who is writing all kinds of call contracts? Who is doing all kinds of credit spreads out there? Institutional players, hedge funds. They know the game. They know you have to intend to issue a bond, to price the bond, and you have to close it. And it takes 24, 48 hours, 24, 48 hours, 24, 48 hours to do that. The lawyers are working overtime, trust me. In a law office somewhere in America, probably in Grapevine, Texas, there are pages and pages of documents being filled in, getting ready to be signed by company management and by the underwriter and buyer and all that stuff, to be filed with the SEC as quickly as humanly possible. Trust me, the $1.5 billion is in a trust account waiting to be transferred electronically into GameStop's bank account and will immediately be invested into the markets for interest. And then Ryan Cohen will sit back and go, okay, well, yeah, we'll get some Bitcoin. Yeah, we're going to really promote the fact that we're into Bitcoin transactions, and we're willing to sell games and video systems on Bitcoin. Yeah, pay cash, pay Bitcoin. How much Bitcoin does he need to get into the Bitcoin business? Not a lot. Not $1.5 billion. I don't think so. Is it me? Is that why the stock is down here? No, it's not me. Is it you? No, the stock isn't down here because of you. It's the closing of the deal. That's all we're waiting on. So 2171 is where I'm at right now in the pre-market. We open in 35 minutes. Let's see what happens. And you keep me posted on how you're doing. It should be a ton of fun. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this morning. Now, I have viewers asking me this question all about SoFi. Uncle Bruce, what is going to happen about SoFi? Oh, is the end of the world coming for SoFi? We heard that Tariff, the CEO of Robinhood, wants to move his firm towards fintech banking. Is this the death of SoFi? Is it over? No, it's not over. No. A SoFi is growing at 35, 40% a quarter. They have attracted clients to their fintech world that are of a high demographic, of a good demographic, a very high credit score group of people. They offer accounts to anyone who wants to open an account. I mean, if you're working a minimum wage job and you need a checking account and you want to have a debit card, you can use SoFi. SoFi is more than happy to welcome you in. But what SoFi does, and what SoFi is good at doing, is by offering high-yielding interest on cash balances, they are kicking the ass of all kinds of bankers out there. Robinhood can't compete with SoFi when it comes to what SoFi can pay for cash balances. You might notice that if you have an account at Robinhood, a brokerage account, how much interest do they pay you on your cash balances? I believe I know the number. Nothing. They don't pay anything. You've got to buy an ETF through those guys to get any interest on our money. SoFi will pay you a very healthy interest rate. They constantly adjust it for cash balances. SoFi can offer you a credit card. SoFi can offer you a car loan. SoFi can offer you a secondary mortgage, a primary mortgage, secondary, whatever you want. SoFi can offer you investment opportunities. SoFi can offer you all kinds of services. And then there's the two other divisions of SoFi. There's the retail division, and then there's the back office division, their high-tech division. These guys are making money from all kinds of areas that the Robinhood doesn't operate. I think this chart here might explain it a little bit. Yeah, there's the lending platform, the technology platform, and the financial services platform. And what some people keep forgetting is that these guys are making money from all kinds of departments, and they're hauling in this one-stop shop member area, financial services and lending, that Robinhood doesn't offer. I'm not poo-pooing Robinhood, but look at the membership count of SoFi over the last 2 years. January 2023. This is March 25. Here we go. First quarter, they had in 2023 they had 5.6 million members, and then it went to 6.2 million, and it went to 6.5. See those numbers there? 6.59 and 7.5, 8.1, 8.7 million members, 9.7, 10.1 million members. 800,000 more members from here to here, just there. 800,000 more. Okay, way back here, they went up 600,000 members. Now they're growing at 800,000 members. So they're increasing their membership into the company. It's accelerating. SoFi just secured another $5 billion of capital to underwrite their loans. Okay, Robinhood would kill for that. All right. The perception on the street that Robinhood is this phenomenal winner and blah 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 blah. 8-second attention span problems for Robinhood. They have got billions of dollars of liability over their heads from legal actions, class action lawsuits up and down the Mississippi, baby. They have got legal problems like you can't believe from the 2021 shenanigans of restricting trading in GameStop and other shares. Remember? Well, some of you have 8-second attention spans. You don't remember. It's not your fault you were brought up that way. It's okay. I'm your buddy. I'm here to tell you, you're okay. You're going to be okay. And SoFi is going to thrive and become much larger. In reality, a year or two from now, this isn't going to happen, okay? But in theory, SoFi could buy Robinhood in 2 years. But they're not going to. Why would you be that stupid to buy Robinhood? Are you nuts? You want to buy the lowest generator of fees from clients there is on the street? No. You want to buy Bank of America. You want to buy Wells Fargo. You want to buy one of these higher net profit outputs. But SoFi doesn't need to do that. SoFi is just going to grow organically to the point where they will exceed the size of Robinhood, out-earn them on a per-share basis. And Robinhood will just plug along, and I don't know. They've got a niche. Okay? I'll leave it alone at that. But I wouldn't touch that stock with a 10-foot cattle prod. That's my humble opinion on Robinhood. SoFi, yeah, at $11.95, $12, $12.35. This is a bargain. Yes, this is an absolute bargain. The end of the quarter is in 3 days. It's the 28th of March. I've been telling you and telling you and telling you and telling you what to look for next. The end of March into April. Why? Because in the first week of April, SoFi will make an announcement. We're having a conference call about our first quarter results, and they'll announce the actual date late in April and the time. And we all know it'll be pre-market on whatever day, probably a Tuesday or something. And guess what Mr. Noto is going to do? He's going to go on every television station, every radio station, every podcast. He'll talk to every newspaper to talk about the first quarter results on top of all the results they've had. And guess what he's going to have to do? He's going to have to revise his earnings estimates. Again, he's going to have to lift the estimates of the company's performance for the rest of the year again. And yes, all through April, it could well be that the shares start climbing up to earnings announcement day. And then half of you here will go, well, every time they announce their earnings, the stock goes down. And the other half of you are going to go, well, is this the time that the stock goes higher after earnings? Is it going to go to 2022? See, this is what happens around all dining tables and kitchen tables where people talk about, what do you think the stock's going to do? It's one of two things. It's going to go higher or it's going to go lower. Well, we'll find out. I don't think lower is in the equation. I think larger company, larger revenues, higher profits. I think that will be the discussion. It's not if they have more cash flow and higher earnings. It's how much higher will it be? And is that good enough for the street? Is that good enough to satisfy the pundits out there who feel that they have the right to judge a management's performance and say, oh, that's just not good enough. Your stock was priced to perfection. It's just not good enough for us. Or do we get the opposite? Holy crap, these guys are making way more money than we thought. We are way underestimating their potential. We got to raise their target price. Well, we'll find out, okay? They're not going anywhere, all right? And Robinhood can talk and throw balloons and streamers up into the sky and tell you how great they're going to be. They're a $40 billion market cap organization, last I saw, and they're starting to actually try to make money now, apparently. Fine, knock yourself out, Robinhood. Do make as much as you can, but are you going to knock SoFi off of their perch? I don't think so. By the way, Robinhood, they can steal all the business they want from all the brokers out there they want. Knock yourself out, because that's where you can get your hands on these guys. This is where you're going to get your business from. You're not going to steal it from SoFi, I'm sorry. The PE multiple for Robinhood apparently is 28 times. The market cap, $38.9 billion is the market cap of Robinhood. The high 52-week high, 66.91. Robinhood right now at 42.30, down $1.69 this morning at this moment in time. So talk all you want about becoming a discount asset managing robo-type provider of services. Knock yourself out. The margins on this are so weak and so puny that the legals alone will eat them alive. Unfortunately, and again, it's the history of Rocket Lab, the history of Robinhood is so checkered that I still am amazed it's even at $42 a share. Now let's talk Rocket Lab. You want to talk some good news here? Rocket Lab announced last night a huge contract with the USA here, Space Force, $5.6 billion launch program announced last evening. This is huge, absolutely beautiful. Stock is at $19.75 pre-market. We're up $1.33. We've been through 20 now a few times, several times since last night. We've had 1.1 million shares trade so far on Rocket Lab. I think they're going to go quite a bit higher than this, but this is just pre-market trading. And those of you who follow Rocket Lab, you know the numbers are surging. Their financials are getting much better. They're going to go into profit mode here shortly. In 2020, their sales were $35 million. Last year, 2023, $244 million, an eightfold increase in sales over 4 years. And on a quarterly basis, their sales ended December 31, 2023. Their sales were $60 million for the quarter ended December 31, 2023. Last quarter we just had, December 31, 2024, that quarter, $132 million in sales. So more than double sales from last year, 2023 to 2024. And now they're announcing billion-dollar agreements going forward, multi-billion dollar agreements. These guys are going to be hauling in $250 million, $500 million every 3 months in revenue. This is climbing dramatically, and it's still the early days of this company's existence. Okay, so there you go. Winner, chicken dinner. Way to go, Rocket Lab. Right cash secured puts on this one. Right put credit spreads. Stay nice behind the stock if you can, and enjoy the ride. Congratulations. You don't need to own a single share of Rocket Lab to get rich off of it. And I know a ton of you have made some nice money on Rocket Lab. The last few years, you're going to make a ton more because this stock is going to go higher. We're at the 1208 mark on SoFi. Let me double check the quotes. Let me get an update here. 1193 on SoFi, 1961 on Rocket Lab, and GameStop is 2142, down 67 cents. Last night after the bell, in the after hours, GameStop was $23. The last trade after hours last night, it was $23. I think it is being artificially held right now at $21.40, $21.50, $22 to close the financing announcement. I think that's what's going on. This is just my opinion. Take it or leave it. It's okay. I won't take it personally if you don't believe me, but I think that's what's going on. There are all kinds of announcements going on here about, the shorters are really attacking the stock and it's really being held back by all kinds of hedge funds and sophisticated investors. And no, 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 no. There you go. Now, some folks are saying, actually, Bruce, what's happening is institutions that are buying the $1.5 billion deal are shorting the stock at the same time. I'm not sure if that's the case. As soon as the proposed and now priced private offering is concluded, the lid is let go and away we go on the stock. That is my personal opinion, and I think we are hours away from this. This is not going to take 3 weeks to do. This is not one of those offerings like the one you're hearing about right now. You're probably hearing about an offering called Coreweave. Coreweave is a new IPO coming out at $40 today. This deal has been downgraded and downsized and downpriced again and again and again. It's an absolute disaster underwriting. I don't know how these guys have the gall to try to go to the market with it. But I suppose when you're desperate, you'll take anything you can get. Coreweave has had billions of dollars of insider selling pre-IPO already. They're getting out, they're liquidating and getting their money. The company is losing a ton of dough, and they're completely dependent on NVIDIA for survival. I do not know why anyone would want to buy this stuff. There's apparently a $40 floor on the stock by NVIDIA itself to hold it there. This is an IPO I wouldn't want a piece of. And there's the opposite. You've got GameStop that is as quickly as possible finishing the legals to close their $1.5 billion cash for free, no interest. And then you got Coreweave, who is downsizing and downpricing their IPO to try to get this dog on the market. And this will be a dog for quite some time. Stay the hell away from Coreweave. Stay away. Absolutely stay away. I'm just a guy sitting in front of a computer attempting to spell out to you in plain English what is going on out there and how you can avoid getting caught with some really awful returns. The key here, I believe, and a ton of my viewers have bought into this program, is to be an option writer. Do not own stock. Write options with your cash balances. So get out of the market. Go cash only, write cash secured puts and add a bunch of more cash into your account. Write credit spreads, calls, and puts, depending on the stock, and enjoy some really nice returns on your money, including interest on your money if you play it right. There are ways for you to play this right. And I say, I'm just doing what I can with what little I have. Thank you all so much for joining me today. We've just gone member-only commentary. If you're a regular on this channel, you know that members of this channel are the ones who keep it going. And I love you all for it. You all are aware. If you're a regular YouTuber, you know that this channel gets not very big views because I'm not followed by any major sponsors, and I'm not the most popular channel. I'm a niche channel. I'm a niche guy that talks about getting rich writing options. And so I'm one of those guys that is trying to tell you to do what George Costanza did to reach his greatest success. Do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. There are gamblers out there trying to play this market with call options and just to buy and sell contracts and are getting wiped out. My writers are laughing and laughing and laughing. Can't wait to tell me their latest trades. They're doing extremely well. We have 114 thumbs ups, by the way. Thank you for that. We have a poll question today. You want to answer it? GameStop just raised $1.5 billion at zero interest with a $29.85 share conversion price. I like this deal. Yes or no? That's all you got to answer. Yes or no. I'm as desperate as Elizabeth Warren to try to get a kook from these administrations to give me a yes or no answer. Don't give me a speech about how happy you are to be in America. Yes or no? Do you like this deal? 87% of you say, I like this deal. Yes, Bruce. This was easy. This is one of those easy yes or no questions, Bruce. Tariff, you remember Tariff when he was in front of Congress? Thank you, Congressperson. I'm so appreciative of this opportunity to talk to you today. You grew up in a small village in Tasmania. Where the hell this guy came from? Anyway, 13% say this is not a good deal. 87% say this is a really good deal. I don't want you to answer this question where the stock is. I don't want you to look at it and go, oh, the stock's 21.40 and so this has got to be a lousy deal. No, that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, is this a good deal to raise $1.5 billion at zero interest? And the stock conversion price is $29.85. If you look into the deal, you'll notice they can't convert the stock for at least 3 years. The stock will not be issued from Treasury for at least 3 years. So the dilution of the stock, the so-called, oh God, a wave of selling is coming. There's no such thing as that, and it can't be done for 3 years as it is. It's highly likely that those who bought this deal, who get the shares eventually, will be institutional players that are having to register the stock through the SEC as insiders or as control persons or as they'll be restricted holders. So they'll be able to sell the stock, sure. But I can tell you, honestly, if I bought this $1.5 billion deal and the stock does what I expect it to do, which is to go much higher in price than where it is now, much higher than what I'm going to get the stock for, the bonds will trade at a value reflecting the stock. So if the stock reaches $60 a share, the bonds will trade at double their value because you can convert the bonds eventually into $29.85 stock that's now trading at $60 a share. The bonds will be worth $3 billion on the open bond market. So whoever is buying these bonds today will be able to start liquidating the bonds into the bond market later at markups. And that's assuming they will only trade at what the stock is at. I don't even think that's going to happen. I think that if the shares go to $45 a share instead of 60, just 45, the bonds will already be double their value. If the stock goes to $60 a share, the bonds will be triple their value based on the fact that they are able to convert at $29.85 a share. There'll be a premium on the bond because of the size of the amount of stock you can get. You want to buy 50 million shares of GameStop right now in the open market? You're going to run this market. 50 million buyer coming in, 50 million share buyer, $1.5 billion of dough. You're going to run this thing to $40 a share, maybe higher. So do it through this as the way to go. All right. Anyway, welcome everyone. How you doing? Is everyone doing all right today? Welcome to the program. Thank you for joining me. Around the world, say hi if you can. We've gone member only on the commentary. Thank you again for chillin' members, Gold Bagel members. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. If you've subscribed to my channel, you're likely going to receive updates every time I go on the air. And lately, I've had to go on the air twice a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. So stay on top of that. Hit the thumbs up button if you can. Give the show a little momentum. Eddie Martin is the #1 thumbs upper today. Thank you, pal. Deep Value is here at number 3. Mars is here. What you think Robinhood's going to be a problem? Nope. Richard's here. Stewart's here. Robert Melha. Thank you. Vivash. GameStop, what a joke. It's a pile of crap, Uncle Bruce. I don't believe a word you say. Isn't that great? I got all kinds of viewers here. Thank you, everybody. Vivash, Uncle Bruce, what do you have for us today on GameStop? Yes, what do I have? CKT, thank you. Greetings from Pensacola, Florida, says Cloak. Number 15, thumbs up. Aurora, number 22, Free Range is here. Good morning, everybody. Mark C is here at 32 now. Thank you for these thumbs ups. Let's go, kids. Andre De La Torre is here. Rice Checks, Juan, Sky High Kite, JD, Michael Tucker, welcome, welcome, welcome. The man, what the, hey, they added the December 27 options before more of the 26s. What's going on? JR is in the house. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stock. Welcome to the party, pal. Let's go. Let's bring home the bacon, says Jeff. Yes, indeed. Corinne, 67 thumbs up. Thank you. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Susan is number 61. Amy, 66. Look at these thumbs ups coming in here. Giddy up, free money. I love it. I love it. I love it. What else is happening? Now we know why Ryan Cohen took his GameStop shares out of his corporation to put it in his personal name out of Montreal. He's put it into Canada. He's removed his U.S. assets and taken them to Canada. Isn't that interesting? Because he is Canadian. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. What can I say? Oh, well, anyway, there you have it. Nice going. Kong Wizard, I closed my GameStop positions at $29.40. Cash generated, transferred to my options account. Currently looking at $25 cash secret puts out to January 16, 2026, 775-ish credit stake bid. Nice going. Taking in some dollars. Fun time. Samuel, I'm number 65. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. Rocket Lab taking off again. Awesome stuff. April 1st close for the financing, says Stock Jockey. Mandu, number 5. Number 73 on the thumbs up meter. Jord, are they going to buy their own stock back? No, I don't think so. What else? Dilly V says I've been listening to Bruce mention I need to learn about writing stock options. I've never took the time to do it. Maybe now's the time. Yeah, I would say that with what's going on out of Washington, with this market possibly going into a bear market, you want to be an option writer, not a shareholder, because we're going down on this market. Boy, oh boy. Stock Jockey, GameStop, a cash secret puts under 20 a share should be golden. Let's not forget, GameStop's fundamentals are not pretty for the actual business, so don't get carried away. They're just going to make a ton of money on their money. Their stores will do okay, but we'll watch that another day. Thank you, everybody. What's going on? Hey, Mike. Hey, Bruce. I'm about to break ground on an indoor ground pool. It's paid in full from option writer premiums. Thank you, option gamblers. Well done, Mike. You'll be able to jump in that pool every time and just go, thank you, saps. You idiots who are buying these contracts. I'm the one writing them. I'm the casino, and I own my own swimming pool. Oh, lovely. Giddy up, you guys. I love hearing this. Charlie, classes are worth every penny. A great investment in yourself. I just haven't had the time for classes. Sales full time. Make the time. You gotta just sort of say, okay, Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings or Saturday afternoon. I mean, I don't know when. You're gonna find a slot, and you're gonna work it out with the entire family. That between this time and this time on a certain day every week, Dad is going to college, and he's going to watch another class, and he's going to watch another one, and he's going to watch maybe one a week. I don't know. There are no tests. There's no quizzes. You'll figure it out. But hey, when you're ready, you're ready. What put spreads are you thinking, Bruce? With the positive outlook, 18, 19, are they safe? I would be thinking for GameStop, anywhere from 15 and up, 15 to $20 would be a safe zone to look at credit spreads. Now, if you can do 18-20s or 17-18s or 16-19s, you can do $1 spreads, 50-cent spreads, $2 spreads, 3s, 4. You pick the amount of the spread, but these are put credit spreads forward less than 2 months, 2 months or less, and bring in some credits and enjoy, because the stock just stays here, $22, $24, $26. Every one of those contracts, every one of those puts that you've gotten into are dead, and you keep all the credit and say, thank you, sir, I'll have another, and you'll roll into another one and another one and another one. Anyway, there you go. Anyway, Stock Guy is convinced that Robinhood is going to crash everybody, and there you go. You're wrong on the 4%. They pay 4%. 4% Uncle Bruce on Hood. Look, knock yourself out. I've heard people tell me yes or no, nice, hide, whatever. You figure it out for yourself and take your move. But SoFi will not get kicked around by Robinhood. I'm sorry. It's not who they're after. Robinhood's not after SoFi. Anyway, there you go. The Kong Wizard, anyone wanting to trade options in the UK, Tasty via IG is a dream to use. I'm not sponsored anyway. The platform is clear and intuitive, and the help chat is exceptional, absolutely brilliant. Kong Wizard has a recommendation there. Let's go. Keep it going. 87 thumbs up from Mark Downs. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. What else is going on? Oh, people love me. People hate me. Whatever. Well, welcome to the party, pal. If you've got a Robinhood Gold membership, which is a $5 a month, Robinhood will currently offer you 4%, but only in your taxable brokerage account. Interesting. Welcome to the party, pal. Let's see. What else have we got going here? Let's move on. Stock guy, 2147 on GameStop, 2180 I show now, 2171. You tell me what it's trading at, 2182. We're all over the place. Okay, there you go. Stock guy says a gold bagel membership is $60 a year. Oh, that's how they make their money. They sign up millions of people who, have $1,000 in their savings account. They give them $40 in interest, and they charge them $60 a year to get it. It's a beautiful game. Look, if you make $200 a year in interest on Robinhood cash balances, you make $200 in interest, and it costs you $60 to get it. You're only making $140 in interest. Again, it's a cost of getting the money, isn't it? It's up to you. You guys decide for yourselves who you want to use. I don't care, really. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me who you use as your banker, as your broker, as your trading outfit. What I care about is what trades are you doing? What kind of option writing are you doing? That is where the money is made. It's not which house you use. It's not whether you get 3.5% or 4% or 4.2% on your cash balances. That is irrelevant as well. What's relevant here is, are you maximizing your returns no matter what? Can you buy an ETF that pays monthly interest on a corporate type of bonds? Check them all out. There are probably dozens of them. Are some of these paying 7.5% interest per annum, 0.6% a month to you in monthly interest on whatever cash balance you're using to get into these? Forget Robinhood, forget SoFi, forget Fidelity, forget the returns. Do your shopping. Don't get mad at me because one outfit is doing another. This business is a multi-trillion dollar deal, and we're talking about $15 billion market cap companies, $30 billion market cap companies. These are nothing burgers in the big picture. Get your slice of the action and become a 10%er. Sharon is in the house, number 104, thumbs up. So we're opening in 5 minutes, you guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to make money? Matt, I'm lucky number 110. I'm checking in. Let's Rock says touch grass. Hector, I'm number 113, baby. Let's go. Welcome all of you to the program. Andrea Bongiorno, number 123. Let's go. Would you write your covered calls on Rocket Lab? If you have Rocket Lab stock in your retirement account, you have SoFi in your retirement account, you have GameStop in your retirement account, you have Unity, you have AI, you can only write call options on these stocks. Check the chains, look for out-of-the-money contracts for as much as you can get your hands on. If it's so juicy that you go to January 26 or further and bring in a wad of cash and buy more stock with that money to write more options, do it. There you go. Let's go, baby. Are we having fun? Is anyone having fun around here? I'm trying to have fun around here. I like this game. Anyway, whatever. Larry Titus, good morning. Rocketeer, I bought 72 shares of GameStop at $22.20. It's pretty clear it'll head back to 30 sooner or later. I could just sell $30 covered calls until the cows come home. Show me the money. There you go. Savage of Wall Street, good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. I hope you guys are taking advantage of all this opportunity out there. Cash is king and chaos is cash. Markets are red or green. Great. Whatever. Let's go. Dude, Uncle Bruce, another company has followed the strategy of Bitcoin and is now the number one performing stock in Japan. Metaplanet. They turned $14 million in bonds into $300 million just buying Bitcoin. Jeff Glass, I don't know any of this, how any of this works. Could it be that Ryan Cohen moved his money to Canada last month and he's an offshore investor? He made the deal himself. He would have announced that. That would have been an insider announcement. It's not been done. Deep Value, number 138. Zed, why is GameStop down? Should I have written covered calls when the pop happened? What's going to happen, Bruce? What's going to happen, Bruce? Tell me what's going to happen. Tasty Trade in the UK is easy to use, says Stuart. Giddy up, Jeff, Hood, Chad. GameStop traded 95 million shares yesterday versus 2 million last week. Hello, wake up call. No kidding, Sherlock. Is that awesome or what? AJ, today, GameStop, 30 cash ticket puts will probably put to me at 24.40. I'm so upset. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, laughing loud. You know what I mean? Hey, is she a goer? You know, hey. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? JR, I don't pay anything to get 3.8% at SoFi. I get 3.8%. Brian, last 2 days of volume on GameStop is more than the total for the last 6 months. More GameStop has changed hands in 2 days than for the last 6 months. We're opening in 2 minutes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you a goa? Are you a goa? What's it like? Welcome, everybody. 12:01 on SoFi, getting closer to the opening. 22.15 now on GameStop. I think it's 22.15. Is that right? I don't know. These quotes are just 21.94, 22 something. Let's wait for the opening and really see what's going on, because these pre-markets are a joke. Can't count on them for any accuracy, really, because it's 10% of the market playing the market. It's ridiculous. The real market opens in a minute and a bit. Let's get this party started. We're looking at, let's take a look at some quotes here. How about the markets? The Dow is off just 50 points. That's all. S&P down 9, NASDAQ down 41, and nothing burger over there. Oil down 9 cents. We are not moving right now. Barron's is saying that Rocket Lab stock soars. A potential U.S. Space Force contract is big business for its big rocket. There you go. Giddy up, kids. Get out of Ford, get out of GM, get into Rocket Lab, get into GameStop, get into SoFi, and get richer. Here's my advice. Are tariffs going to hurt SoFi? No. Are tariffs going to hurt GameStop? I don't think so. Are tariffs going to hurt Rocket Lab? Nope. Not at all. There you go. I'm just a guy. Just a guy. Brian, I'm number 142 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you, all of you, for helping out. We're opening in a minute. The poll question of the day: 277 voters have come in here. 88% like the GameStop deal, 12% don't. Thank you all for joining me this morning, becoming members of this channel, upgrading your membership to gold level, learning how to write options, and just deciding, you know, Uncle Bruce, I'm sick and tired of getting screwed by these brokerage firms and these promoters of stock. I'm just going to write options. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to learn how to write options. 144 thumbs ups have come in. Thank you very much for those thumbs ups. Keep them coming. And yeah, you're going to just say thank you for the option premiums. I'm going to become a casino, just like Uncle Bruce and his followers. I'm going to become a casino rather than be the sap buying these contracts. I don't want to be the guy waiting for the lights to come on and wondering, why isn't there a chair for me? There were all kinds of chairs when the music was going on. What happened to the music? Where's the booze? What's going on here? This is not fair. Welcome all to the program. Nice to see you all here. We're open, aren't we? Yes, I think we are. I think Larry may have already hit the bells here. Thank you, everyone, for popping through. Let's go. Thanks, Larry. There they are. It's official. The markets are open. Richard Carlin. The knee emoji attack is coming out right now. Must launch the knee emojis to tell the Knights of Knee, we respect you, we honor you, and we know the power you hold. We aren't messing with you guys. It's all good. Welcome to the party, pal. Thanks for joining me this morning from around the world. It's great to have you here. We're down 99 on the Dow, but it's a minute into the market. Let's give it about 10 minutes to settle out. We'll figure this all out going forward. 22.39 is GameStop. Is that accurate? I don't even know. Is that the accurate price of GameStop right now? 22.39, up 30 cents. Rocket Lab up 125. That looks accurate. 22.40 on GameStop. Wasn't it 21.90, 21.40 15 minutes ago? It's 22.38 on GameStop, 22.40. Let's see what happens. Another fun day at the OK Corral. Misty, James the Misty Tree, and Juan putting out those knee emojis. They know. Always honor the Knights of Knee. Don't mess with those guys. Too many people don't understand the power of the Knights of Knee. They just don't. At your peril. Sorry. Okay, let's keep going here. David, number 144, thumbs up. For FYI, Uncle Bruce, when I went to click the show, I knew I saw a notification, but I couldn't find it. Had to search your YouTube page, and this show is buried deep in your list. Wasn't on my main page. You might be getting messed with. because people can't find you all of a sudden. Isn't that interesting? Some people, there might be things going on. I don't know. 22.33 on GameStop. We're up 121, down 121 on the Dow at the moment. We're down 9 cents on SoFi, 12.12. We were at 11 something in the pre-market, weren't we? We're 12.12. ASTS down 31. Rocket Lab up to 1952, up 110. MSTR down 626 at $318. AI is down 9 cents. Thank you all for finding me. Thank you all for tolerating the old man with, the look of radio. What can I tell you? I'm just a guy trying to tell you in plain English what I think is going on. Became a broker in 1979. The first trade I ever made, I bought call options. The first actual trade I ever made as an investor, as a 20, how old was I? In 78 was my first investment. I was 23. I bought like $200 worth of call options. I think it was Shell Oil way back. I made money. I think I made 50 cents a contract as a buyer of a contract, believe it or not, because I was in Calgary, oil country, and oil was going up in value and earnings were coming out and looking good, and bought some options. That was my first ever trade with very little knowledge. And I had to go through a broker who had an options license to be able to buy them. Different times. Oh my God, different days. Charlie, neat. Splayer, on what device are you searching? TV, Uncle Bruce is my first recommendation next to the Druid that I started watching 2 days ago. He's there. Well, some of you are finding me easily, some of you are not. I have no idea. I'm just a guy in front of a computer saying, hey, this is what I think is happening in plain English. Option writers make money. Option buyers lose money. Generally speaking, that's the way it works. Why don't you become a casino and make money? Join the party, pal. They're handing it over here. We're down 145 on the Dow now. We're down 22 on S&P. We're down 110 on NASDAQ. That is a third of a percentage point drop on the Dow, a 0.4% drop on S&P, and about 0.6% on NASDAQ. That's the first 5 minutes. Let's see how it all works out. Oil down 9 cents. The VIX is up 38 cents to 1907. Welcome to the show, and let's see if we can get you richer. 12.19 on your SoFi, down 1 penny. Is there a problem here? I don't think so. I don't see a problem with SoFi. I see a bargain here at SoFi. That's what I see. But you believe what you want to believe. I just saw SoFi go green here. Jeff, Larry, Zed, a CRWV Coreweave IPO. Stay the hell away from that piece of crap. I beg you guys, don't get sucked in. CRWV. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Let's see if there's anything on this thing. Nothing yet. That'll be called for trading sometime this morning. I'm sure CNBC is all over that story. John Harpster, neat. The emojis are coming out. Thank you, John. Well done. Walter, good morning. Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen cruising on the Viking Vela in Dublin yesterday and heading into Liverpool this evening. Thumbs up number 150. Way to go, Walter. Enjoy that cruise. Enjoy the amenities on board that beautiful ship, the Viking Vela. Oh, yeah, that's 6-star cruising. No children allowed. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, well done. Well done indeed. Keep on writing and keep on winning. Nice to see you here. I love it. I just love it when viewers let me know, I'm on a cruise ship. How you doing there, buddy? I'm watching you from a cruise ship. You were on the cruise ship talking to us. Now I'm on a cruise ship watching you. This is great. I love it. We were in Liverpool last year in, September. Fantastic. Way to go, man. That is super nice. Anyway, there you go. Giddy up. Thanks for sharing this, Uncle B. My first stonk buy was Sony before the PS5 release. I made 40% after their first sales numbers. Neat. Jeff Glass. Neat. John T. What's your best guess on when this deal is finalized? Today, tonight, over the weekend, first thing Monday morning, like imminent. This isn't like Oh, we hope we can raise the money. Oh, we hope we can find the buyers for it. Oh, we've got brokers working on it. This isn't a Coreweave, okay? This is a done deal. This is a pre-bought, pre-sold, pre-completed. The paperwork takes longer than taking the money. That's all this is. And so we're just waiting it out. 22.50 on your GameStop, up 44 cents, everybody. We were down as low as 21.16 yesterday. We're at 22.53 on GameStop. Up goes the stock, down go the cash secured puts, and those put credit spreads are looking good, aren't they? Oh, yes. John, let's go make some donuts here. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. All right. That was only down 65 now. So that market is improving rather quickly. We're down 13 on S&P. We're down 88 on NASDAQ. So the markets are coming on again already 8 minutes in. It's option expiry day. There will be volatility today. But here we go. GameStop 22.56. SoFi down 1 cent. ASTS down 41. Rocket Lab up $1.07 at 19.49. Rocket Lab to 25.30 is very doable. Very doable here. Just Street they're learning all about who is Rocket Lab. What is Rocket Lab? Why should I care? What about SpaceX? What about this company? What about that company? Rocket Lab just quietly grows its business beautifully. They're doing a hell of a job. Just saying, giddy up, kids. MSTR down only 4.20 now. AI down 9 cents. Super Micro up $1.03 at 35.75. Nvidia up 65 cents. Tesla down 2.45. The Palantir down 2.31. Costco down $1.96. Coinbase down 2.27. We've got Google down 39 cents. That's all. Apple down 158. Broadcom up 60 cents. Microsoft down 307. Intel down 9 cents. Netflix down 533. Meta Platforms, Facebook, down 131 a share. That's a nothing burger here. EI Lilly up 330. Amazon down 234. Uber up 2 cents. Adobe down 240. Cisco up 36. AMD down 71. Unity's up 8. Enphase is up 85. Spire up a penny. Moderna up 18. Pfizer down 5 cents. IBM up 121. HPQ down 9 cents. Home Depot down 173. Vanik Semiconductors down 9 cents. Goldman up 14. Boeing is down $2. Target down 289. JP Morgan up 111. Walmart up down 12 cents. Disney down 38. American Airlines down 2. DraftKings down 60 cents. AMC down a half a penny at 295 and a half. Royal Caribbean down 226. Mixed markets here at this point. The Dow down 70. S&P down 10 and NASDAQ down 59. Welcome all to the program. Nice to have you in the house. Brian, Uncle Bruce, is GameStop going to be delisted? Do you think two stocks can be delisted at the same time? GameStop, SoFi, neat. I know it drives you crazy when we say that, so I thought I'd drive you crazy. Beach Boy Splair, I'm on Galaxy phone. Someone just a little newer. Uncle Bruce is definitely pushed down by the algos. Funny thing is, it happens to a few other anti-Chinese regime YouTubers this year. Anyone that's anti-Chinese seems to get pushed down on the algos. Well, there you go. Love those Chinese guys. What a wonderful group of people those people are. Anyway, here we go. Dow's down 108. SoFi down 6 cents. Rocket Lab up 79. And GameStop up 45 cents to 22.54 on GameStop. Volume on GameStop to start the morning now. What is it? 11 minutes in. 12 million shares traded on GameStop. 12 million in 11 minutes. Okay, yeah, it's real. It's coming in there. This thing's gonna go. When they put the lid off of it, it's out of here. It's gonna run. I'm just a guy in front of a computer, just trying to tell you what in plain English. I think this is what's going on. I really believe this is how it's going. All right, well, we'll see how it plays out. B Tizzle, what if these GameStop convertibles became tradable on SoFi? Oh, I see what you mean. Bond market quotes. I don't think you're going to find that. Who knows? Brian, we are going to have another 100 million share day on this GameStop, man. It's going to go nuts. Oh, dear. John Jacobs, awesome. What a wonderful group of people. Spare, it could be that it's just due to the phone. I have the search Uncle Bruce. Sometimes they changed a few settings on their algorithm on YouTube a while ago. There you go. Ricardo, shorter, just tried to hit Rocket Lab down to $19. Trying to crush it. 1905, up 63 cents right now is where we're at. Well, we're going to get all kinds of shenanigans out there. Welcome to the party, pal. I'm waiting for Rocket Lab to come up with another one of these cap call financing deals. They've already done one. It was incredibly successful. It gave them $330 million or something like that, $350 million in cash. That was like a year ago. I'm waiting for Rocket Lab to kind of do a $3 billion cash raise at 1% interest, convertible into stock at $25 a share if the stock hits 50. One of those deals. I don't know. I'm just a guy, just waiting for Rocket Lab to explode, to really go up in price. But one day at a time. 22.51 on your GameStop now. There you go. Coreweave has not come out, is not yet trading. I'm sure they're trying to close the IPO and get it up there. Whatever on Coreweave. What a dog. What can I say? 22.54 on GameStop. The high of the day, 22.79. Volume is now pushing on GameStop 12.3 million and more. So there you go. Down 159 again on the Dow. We came up to within 30. Now we're down 160. We're down 190 now. We're 17 points lower on S&P, and we're 78 points lower on NASDAQ. So there's a sell wave everywhere, not just on Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab is now 1902, up 60. GameStop 2256, up 47. The only two green stocks on my front page. The only two stocks in the green right now. All righty, welcome all to the party. Thank you for joining me this morning. Brian, the December 2027 GameStop cash secured puts already have 32,000 contracts, $5 put contracts in existence. I would say this might be helping drop the stock. Brian, the January 27s have 20,000 $5 put contracts. Okay, what do you mean by that? Is it 32? Is it 20? What's going on? Bobby, I got a stink Rocket Lab $20 cash secured put for $575. I'm happy to buy this Rocket Lab at $20. If you give me $575 right now, I'll pay $14.25 for Rocket Lab anytime you want to give it to me. Now there's a kind, generous soul right there. Put up $2,000 and collect $575 on the way back right now. Almost 30% on your money. Willing to buy this stock at $14.25 a share. Not a bad trade. I like this deal, Bobby. I like the way you're thinking there. I hope it happens for you. I hope it comes through. All right. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program here. We're down 207 on the Dow Jones right now. We're down 18 on S&P. NASDAQ off 84. We're going to refresh this page here again as we try to get my computer to stay on top of this market. Down 19 on S&P, down 89 on NASDAQ, half a point on NASDAQ, a third of a point on S&P at the moment. Oil down 18 cents. Nothing much going on there. Savage of Wall Street, boom! I sold one GameStop $20 cash secured put expiring Jan 26 for the sweet price of $435. So he is willing to buy GameStop at $15.65 until January of 2026. Not bad, being handed $435 for a $2,000 commitment. Not bad. I love free money. Thank you. May I have another? Okay, I'm done for the day. Got to get ready for work now. I'm just so kind. There you go, buddy. Have a lovely time of it, my friend. Keep it going. Down 210 on the Dow. We're down 6 cents on SoFi. Rocket Lab 1908 and GameStop 2252, up 43 cents. Giddy up, everybody. This is your chance to write cash secured puts on Rocket Lab, on SoFi, on GameStop. Oh my goodness. AI 2227. Oh, you can do $20 cash secured puts, 21s, 22s, 23s, 24s, 25s. Pick your contract. Pick your expiry. Oh gosh, it's easy money. Super Micro 35.39. You want to do $30 cash secured puts, 35s, and get a nice premium. Up to you if you want to be that speculative. NVIDIA, 111 a share, 111.82. You want to do call credit spreads, right? That's what you want to do here. You want to do 130, 35s, 140 range, anywhere in there. $2 spreads, 3, 4, 5, 7s. Pick your price, pick your numbers, pick your expiry. Don't pick your nose. Run these, let's say, 6 weeks or less. Enjoy maybe a 1 or 2 or 3 week call credit spread on NVIDIA. Easy money. Tesla, 275 call credit spreads. 300 to 325, anywhere there. If you can find them, you can find some credits, run with it. Giddy up. What else we got going on here? We've got Google, 162.91. I'd be looking at 180 to 190 call credit spreads on Google. Apple, 223 range right now. I'd be looking at about 250, 60 in that ballpark as well. Microsoft, 388 a share. I'd be at 410, 420, somewhere up there for call credit spreads. Easy peasy every day of the week. You can do iron condors on these if you dare. Totally up to you. Facebook, 598. I'd be looking at 640, 650. Maybe a little higher, 660. I'd be well ahead of this thing. Amazon, 198. I'd be about 225, 235, somewhere up there. Respect that. Not calling for the company to go out of business. Not calling for the company to go through crazy surge, but I'd like to take credit spreads on call. Credit spreads right there. Welcome all of you to the program. If you want to have a one-on-one with me this weekend, talk about pricing and strategies and all that, you let me know. We'll get together, and I'll try to justify my fee to be together with you for an hour, hour and a half or so. Hopefully in 15, 20 minutes, you'll have more and enough ideas to go, oh, this paid for this session and more. Oh my God, Uncle Bruce, thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you if you want to get together. What else is going on here? Kong Wizard, what's going on here? Currently, I got a 770, a stink bid. I think it's a stink bid. In on Jan 26, 25 cash secured puts after selling all my GameStops at 29.40. No, that's a stink offer. You're trying to sell your put. You're trying to sell the puts. It's a stink offer. If you're trying to buy, you're a stink bidder. If you're trying to write, you're a stink offerer. Yeah, get in line and sneak in there. See if they'll give that to you. 22.59, up 50 cents on GameStop. We're up 93 again on Rocket Lab, 19.36. We're climbing again on Rocket Lab. You need to learn about stink bids, stink offers. You need to understand the 90-10 rule when it comes to poor man covered call writing. You need to understand resistance levels. You need to understand the psychology of the markets, and you need to understand the psychology of the opponent that you are up against when you are writing contracts. You have to understand who is buying contracts, why they're buying contracts, what they're thinking when they buy contracts, how they are coming to the decision to buy a call or a put contract. You need to be smarter and more educated than the opposition. This is why I've put 18 lessons together. Get your butt over to my website. Get your butt over there. Start taking these classes. Open practice accounts through any of these brokerage firms you're talking through here, and learn how to write options. Don't be a shareholder. Be an option writer. This market is under pressure. Tariffs are not going away. Difficult relationships between countries is not going away. We're not going to stand around a campfire anytime soon and start singing Kumbaya here. These markets are going lower. There's going to be pressure on margin accounts. There are going to be margin sellouts of all kinds of speculators out there. And a ton of these folks are going into the option market because it's the only game they can afford to play with what they have left in their accounts, having been wiped out from record highs to just where we are now to where we're going to go. You want to be an option writer. Don't be bargain hunting for cheap stock everywhere across the board. Take cash secured put money, take call and put credit spread money off the table. Poor man covered call money and covered call writing is another major source of income for your retirement accounts, and perhaps a way for you to retire many years earlier in a much better environment, because what's coming up here is ugly. The next 2 years are really ugly, and you do not want to be long. Stink offer. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. I got it. Yeah, I'm selling. I'm writing. Of course, stink offer. Yeah, okay. Some guy's asking $8. I'm $7.95. I'm the first guy in line. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, okay, right. King Wizard, I've got lessons 1 through 12. Stinkers are number 13. I'm just so close, Bruce. I'm right there. You've got to learn the art of stink bidding and stink offering. It's not just a simple matter of, I'll just offer it this price. No, there's more to it than that. The lesson will get into detail here. You've really got to take control. And if you've got 12 lessons, way to go. You got 6 to go. Keep going. Put it together. Thank you all for joining me. Nice to have you here. You know what I'm going to do today? I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this an April special. I'm going to run an April special on my lessons, especially for so many of you who are new here and those of you needing to top out how many classes you've taken. I think we're going to put them on sale. I think what we'll do, let me kind of get over to my banner over here. Let me kick this banner off over here. And let's put this banner up right over here. Here's the deal for you. You want to grab some lessons? Here are 4 lessons for the price of 3. Instead of spending $800 to get 4 lessons, $599.99 gets you 3 lessons, saving you 25%. You want this deal. If this is the one you want, send me a private email right here at my private email address. Tell me the class numbers you would like. Uncle Bruce, I'm going to send you $599.99 to your PayPal account. I want in on this deal. And then send me the list of the 4 classes you would like. I'm going to put this on for the month of April. So there you go. It starts right now. I was going to do this next week, but I'll start it today, being Friday. Since you're here, there's 289 of you here, you might as well know. That is what's going to happen. Get your hands on this deal for the month of April, and grab yourself 4 for the price of 3. How about that? Is that going to work for you? I hope it does. Giddy up, everybody. Let's see. Get your 4 lesson. Hey there, Jen.
Hey, Dad's around.
I'm putting the classes on sale, 4 for the price of 3.
I knew you were thinking of doing that.
I know. It's time.
Got lots of movies.
We are really getting hit with a bunch of newbies, and it's time to get them into it. This is your excuse to step up. This is your signal. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to grab the first 4 lessons. I'm grabbing 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. Here's how we do it. Get your 4 lessons for the price of 3, $599.99, and send funds to. Sorry. There we go. Where am I? I'm writing another note here. PayPal.com. Okay.
We have a rogue sprinkler.
We do. Oh no. We have a rogue sprinkler.
Where it's one of those. It goes a long way, but then it sweeps. Does the sweep? It's not doing the sweep, so it's just drowning that one part. Highly.
Let's put this up here. Here we have the announcement right here. Buy 4 for the price of 3, and you can make your donation of $5.99 US to PayPal.com. It's down below in the description. My name is down there. The name of my other channel's down there. That's how you know you're sending funds to PayPal.com. Fire them up over there and send me a private email at bruceforman@hotmail.com, and we'll set you up with the 4 you want. You want to order number 1, 6, 9, 18. You want to order 14, 15, 16, 17. You want to order 8, 11, 17, and 18. You just tell me the numbers you want, and I'll put them together. I will send you the links directly through the email, and then that way you have those links inside your email account anytime you need them. Watch them as many times as you want. Okay? Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. Thank you. Let's go. Neat says Richard, the Kong Wizard, so close. Mandu, good morning, Auntie Jen. Stocks come and go. Classes are forever.
That's right.
Mandu
Morning,
number
Mandu.
5. Neat.
Number 5.
Jen, Beach Boy, step away from the Robo Trader, please. That's a toaster. It's okay.
The toaster down.
Put the toaster down. Don't be doing that.
Put the candle back.
There you go. All right, kids. There you go. You got yourself a sale for the classes for the month of April. You want to grab them? You let me know.
There still seems to be a lot of red on that screen of yours.
Yeah, we're down 266 on the Dow, 271 now.
Tariffs
we're
coming.
Down 31 on S&P. We're down 119 on NASDAQ. Tariffs start next week. So
More importantly,
what do you think?
Do you know what starts tomorrow?
What starts tomorrow?
Men's World Curling.
Men's World Curling Championships.
Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
We just had the women's last week ending. Now we get the men's starting. Oh, here we go.
The good news is
geez.
they won't have curling at 3 o'clock in the morning for us.
From Canada, that'll be a lot more friendly hours. Sail, says Crazy 49er. Larry Titus. Good morning, Auntie Jen.
Morning, Larry.
Right on, Larry. Welcome, pal.
I was looking through my pictures yesterday for a pattern that I've lost somewhere. It happens. But I was strolling through and I was looking at the pictures from the last meet and greet.
In Jersey?
In Jersey. And Larry just reminded me. I saw Larry.
He was also at Carmine's last year, too.
Yes, that's right.
Larry was at Carmine's.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we have a picture from 2 years ago with the other channel. And they have a son who last year, everybody went, who are you? Who are you? That he grew like a foot in a year.
Oh, yes, from Traveling with Bruce. One of my viewers has a young lad who follows me because we do trivia, and he's grown a foot.
Oh,
in
height. He grew at least a foot in 1 year.
He showed up at Carmine's with his mom and dad. I'm going,
who are you?
Who did you bring? I recognize mom and dad. Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
This is our son. I'm going, oh my God, he's at high level. He's 13.
Yeah.
Next year, I'm going to be doing this. Oh,
that's the joy of going through pictures. Now,
yeah.
My family, I think this is a sign that you think you're getting old.
Uh-oh.
They're going through their old pictures, like physical picture.
Actual photographs.
And putting a date on the back and who the picture is of, because we have so many.
Who was that?
My grandparents.
When did we take that picture? Where were we?
You're like, I don't know who those people are. So they're doing that. It is so much nicer having digital devices.
I love it.
Jen tells you everything.
Jen and I do this all the time. We'll go, well, what year did we do that? And I'll go, hang on. I grab my iPhone, go to my photos, and I just go back until I find photos of us
June
doing
23.
that. Oh, that was in June 23, or that was January 2022.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was. And then we did that, and then we did that. Oh, okay.
Don't you think these devices are making our memories worse?
Oh.
I don't know anybody's phone number. I barely know my own.
I hardly know mine. Yeah, no kidding. It's insane.
That we don't remember people's names or numbers anymore.
If you get arrested by the cops and they hand you a telephone, you can phone anyone you want. You're going to look at that and go,
I don't know anybody's number.
Where's my iPhone? Well, we can't give you your iPhone. Why not? Well, it's for evidence. Evidence? It's all my contacts say. Well, that's the evidence. Well,
I 911.
911. I need a lawyer.
911, 411, 811. That's all I know.
Help. Call the cops.
Do you want to wait a while or do you want it right away?
Oh, maybe in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's this. I'm done with this. You can have that.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much. Perfect. Bagel is coming down the line a little bit. Welcome, everybody. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen. John Gill, Tom, eye level. He's 4 feet tall, too. Oh, gosh. Is that kid only 4 feet tall, Uncle Bruce? My goodness. Or does he also wear stilts like you do? There you go. Welcome on. Good morning, Richie. Rocket Lab at the 1955 again, up 113. It's climbing again. GameStop, 22.45, up 36 cents. The volume on GameStop so far in 31 minutes, 15.4 million shares. So we had the initial sell-off, and now more buying keeps coming in as it's slowly hanging around. It's just not backing off very much. 22.42 on GameStop. 19.60 on Rocket Lab. Volume on Rocket Lab, 7 million. The low of the day, $19. They got a trade in there, but it's now $19.60, the high of $19.79 on Rocket Lab. They can easily break 20 here and go beyond that. SoFi down 11 cents at 1206.07 range. 5.2 million traded. This is the low of the day, ballpark 1202, 1204. This is the low of the session, down 14 cents. The Dow down 264. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. Classes are on sale for how to learn how to write stock options. 18 lessons are available on my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. All the info is down below in the description of the class names, what topics we're talking about. Payment information is available down below, paypal.com. Bruce Farmer, Traveling with Bruce. If you want 4 classes, send me a private email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com and tell me the 4 classes you would like, which numbers are they, and make your payment, and we'll take care of you. There you go. Now you're in to win, and you can earn while you learn on this in this business. This market, if we're going into a bear market, it could be 2 to 3 years of a bear market. If this is going to happen, it's going to be ugly for quite some time because, unfortunately, stocks are too high priced, especially the big outfits. I'm not talking about small companies like SoFi, small company like Rocket Lab or GameStop. I'm not talking about stocks and companies worth less than 50 billion in market cap. I am talking about hundreds of billions of dollars of market cap stocks that are way overpriced. I mean, Tesla is still 132 times earnings right now at the 272. I mean, that's still overpriced. If we're going into a bear market, stocks like these are going to get a haircut. Looking at like Costco, as great as they're doing, they're trading at 54.5 times earnings. They're triple what they should be. This should be a $300 stock. In a bear market, this will drop by 50%. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm telling you, that is where it has to go if we're going into a bear market. I've been there. We've done this. Google is trading at 20 times earnings. It used to be 30. It's still got a ways to come down. Apple is trading at 35.5 times earnings. That's double what it should be. Should be in the teens. Broadcom, 79 times earnings. No way. Microsoft, 31 times earnings. Double what it should be. Let's go at Netflix, 49 times earnings. Triple what it should be. This is a $320 stock. It's at $972. Facebook at $593 is trading at 24.8 times earnings. Really overpriced by about 40%. Just 250 too high. That is what is the reality historically. We've got interesting times going on here. Amazon at 197 is trading at 35.5 times earnings, at least double its price. It's 50%, double too high. It's too high. Let's see, what else have we got going on here? How's Cisco doing? Cisco is 27 times earnings. Should be about $45. Let's see what else we got here. Who else? I'm looking at big market cap companies. Pfizer 17.69. That's actually reasonable. Pfizer at $24.90 a share, not badly priced. What else? IBM is trading at 38 times earnings, double what it should be. It's 246, 247. 125. Let's see what else. HPQ is trading at 10 times earnings. It's actually underpriced. HPQ should be more like 33, 35, interestingly. Home Depot at 358, trading at 24 times earnings. That has come down a ways because their earnings have grown, but I don't know if their earnings are that reliable going forward. They might need a haircut by about 40% on that stock because their earnings won't match the current PE multiple. It's not happening. I don't think so. Now with tariffs coming, no way. All right. Goldman Sachs trading at $5.49 a share, 13.5 times earnings, fairly priced in that neighborhood. Boeing, oh, what a mess. Not making money yet, $175 a share. They got a long way to go to justify this price. Target at $102.91, 11.6 times earnings. That's reasonable, very reasonably priced. JP Morgan at $245 a share, up 12 times earnings, not outpriced there. Walmart at 85 a share, 35 times earnings. It should be $40 to 45 a share. It's overpriced by 100%. Disney at $99 a share, 30 times earnings. It's been a rough number of years. I don't think they're through it. They're through it at all. If travel to the U.S. is in a slump from foreigners, Disney will pay dearly for that. It will cost them dearly. American Airlines trading at $10.95 a share, trading at 8.8 times earnings, heavily in debt. We've got to keep that in mind. So this price may not be that outrageous. I don't know, kids. Royal Caribbean trading up 19 times earnings. Again, if tourism backs off in America, that means every Royal Caribbean ship will lose 5 to 10% capacity across the board for the next 2 years. That is going to affect them on the bottom line, because the first 5-10% of capacity that drops on Royal Caribbean is all their profits. It costs them so much money to run their ships. The first 80% of capacity just breaks them even. Beyond that, they start making money. You lose a quarter of that gain, that 80 to 100% capacity, 80 to 105% capacity. You lose 5-10% of that, you've just lost half your profits. This stock at 210 is overpriced, in my humble opinion. Robinhood trading at 41.55 today, 26 times earnings. Maybe a bit rich here, but again, they have other issues, legals that are hanging over their heads that will be around for another 5 years at least. It's a mess. We're down 360 on the Dow. The indexes are trading at high levels, and earnings will not be sustainable. That is the issue. Lululemon said it this morning. They indicated that their outlook going forward to try to reduce inventories and reduce their cost. They've got tariff problems. Lululemon makes everything overseas, everything. And they try to mark it up 90% to the American consumer. The American consumer does not have the disposable income available to spend lavishly at Lululemon. Only the top 10% can do it. The 90% below are broke, and they are not going to be able to easily go to Lululemon. They're going to go to secondary retailers. It's already evident.
They have that same problem in Canada because they make nothing in North America.
They make nothing in North America. They make nothing in Canada. They make nothing in America. They're simply importers of merchandise under license from overseas. Same problem that Apple has. Apple produces product overseas. They bring it into the United States, into Canada, and they're trying to avoid tariffs. Welcome to the party, pal. Get in line. Everyone's trying to avoid tariffs. I worry about stocks being overpriced for current earnings estimates and downgrades of earnings estimates. And that's the next wave of carnage you're going to see. Companies are going to come out aggressively and say, oh, we're cutting down overheads. We're going to reduce overheads. We're going to close underperforming locations in the retail level. We're going to reduce our staffs. We're going to reduce our overheads, and we're going to increase our share buybacks. They're going to talk the talk, but not walk the walk. They don't want to use cash to buy stock they know is overpriced. So they'll give you the illusion that they're going to buy back their stock by announcing major stock buyback programs, but they won't execute them because they're not obligated to execute stock buyback programs. Amazon has had for a decade a stock buyback program that they keep re-announcing all the time. They've never bought their stock back. Apple has, but not Amazon. This is the game that is played, and you are not maybe aware of it. It's the shenanigans that the SEC allows these public companies to do without any penalty whatsoever. You can announce a $5 billion stock buyback and not buy a single share back. The stock goes up in value because people are excited. Oh, the company's going to buy its stock back. It's way too low right now. And the company doesn't do a damn thing. Just the announcement makes the market go higher, and they don't buy any of their stock back. It's a game that is played all the time. It's kind of deceptive in my humble opinion. Jeff Glass, I have 12 SoFi $10 calls that I bought expiring Jan 26. These were up 50% at one time, but currently they're down 40%. When do I worry about this? Well, yeah, every day that goes by, shrinkage is going to eat you alive. However, you're gambling that the stock will go up and you'll be fine. But this is exactly the strategy I am desperately trying to get you guys away from. Stop playing this stupid game. You're not getting any interest for your money. You're getting no upside in the meantime. You've got nothing but grief and stress, and you're upset at the world. You're going to let every rumor out there affect you. Whereas if you are turning it around and doing credit spreads or writing cash secured puts on this stuff, you'll be hauling in interest on the cash secured put money you got, and you'll be sitting there going, if the stock stays here, these contracts just keep shrinking out. Exercise me. I dare you to exercise me. Right now, you've got two choices: hold and watch losses, or sell and take losses. And I hope it works out for you. I hope the stock goes to $20 a share in the time frame you have. But what day and what level, I can't answer that. We're down 30 cents today, and you're miserable. I can't make you happier. These started at 7s, and I rolled them up, and I bought more with the proceeds as the stock was rising. Yeah, that's what option gamblers do. They never take the money off the table. They roll it and roll it and roll it. And when the game is up, the game is up. Right now, you're overexposed, and here you are. It is what it is. Bobby Atkinson, boom, 4-time $20 cash secured puts. Rocket Lab, I just brought in $5.75 each. They just gave me the money. Well done. $18.85 on Rocket Lab. That's why you got this price. You're now on the hook to buy Rocket Lab at $14.25. That's a winner. This is a winning strategy. Well done. These aren't new. I was thinking about doing this as a poor man covered call strategy. I was thinking about buying the contracts and then writing poor man covered calls. The problem is that you rolled up the calls to a higher level, and a higher level. And there's the issue right now. You've got $10 calls. Now, look, you can write calls against these $10 calls. They're in the money still. And you can certainly write $12 and $13 calls for a month or two out. You can certainly do that and reduce the cost factor of these calls and bring back some of that 40% loss. Always be writing if that's what you're going to do. Hostergaard dipped my toes in the credit spreads. I opened Rocket Lab Jan 26, 25 slash, what is this, $10 put credit spread for $8.16 net credit. Sold $25 puts at $9.37. I bought a $10 put for $1.17. 15 wide spread. What are your thoughts? So that's a lot wider than anyone else is doing, that's for sure. Hey, look, you got $8.16 net credit for Jan 26. You're going a long way out. You're taking a big credit, and you're just saying to the market, I dare you to exercise me. That's what you're telling them. I dare you to do it. If you get exercised on the 25s, of course, the 10s will be worthless. You're going to get $8 against your $25 purchase. So obviously, you're down to the 17 level. So at the moment, you're in the money. Let's see the shrinkage. Obviously, if the Rocket Lab wants to go to $22, $24 in the next couple of months, these contracts are shrinking. No question about it. Very, very interesting trade. Something to watch. Anyway, I sure wish I had a crystal ball, says Jeff. I know what you mean. Yeah. I know what you mean. Savage Wall Street, we have a gambler. Gosh, I love these guys. Jeff, thank you. I have to say thank you for the vacations and nice dinners last week. Again, Jeff, if you're going to write calls because you're doing poor man cover call strategy, it's not that bad a move. Knock yourself out and write calls, whether they're 10s, 12s, 14s, 15s, to as far out as you can go with them. Take money off the table and write calls. The stock's 11.90. Obviously, these calls are out of the money. Write out of the money calls and take shrinkage. If it's 1 month at a time, 2 months at a time, you get 40 cents here, 50 cents here, 80 cents here, $1 there. I'd grab it. I would certainly do it. Yeah. Susan Shops, do you think GameStop Jan 26 at $30 strike for $12 is too high to go into the strikes? So the break even is $17.95. I don't want to be overexposed, especially if I think the market is going to go weaker. What do you think? On GameStop, well, we're 22.10, and if you're going to write 30s, you're going to write $8 in the money contracts. You can get 12 for them. That's $4 time premium between now and January, plus the $8 book value. Obviously, if the shares go to 25 anytime, then they're only worth $5 book, not 8. And then time premium, you'll make money. Certainly, you'll make money. Now, if you write 28s or 27s or 26s or 25s, you will get less, but you will be at a lower strike price. And so, of course, you bring in $6 on a 28 or a 27, your buy price is even lower. However you want to play this, you bring in, you bring in $10 for a 27. Can you bring in $9 for a 25? I mean, everyone here is all over the map with these. Check your trades. $30 strike means you're putting up $3,000 to get $1,200. That's 40%. Is that right? Yes, it's 40% return instantly in cash. I like this deal. I do. I like this deal. Max it out. Make sure you get the high end of the trade, not the low end of the trade. If the stock backs off, the puts will trade towards the offer. Get up there. Don't hit the bid. Stay up there and make them come to you. Get as much as you can for this trade and be picky. How about that? Jeff, SoFi was supposed to be going to 35, S&P inclusion. Remember, I'm holding you to that. Thank you. Sorry, Savage, but I love Uncle Bruce sound effects. Hostergaard, it's a bit wide, but hey, I just needed that 10 to make sure I wasn't hitting any margins, says Hostergaard. Savage, it was supposed to go to 100, laugh out loud, but we don't know. No one knows. What do we do? No. Covered calls bleed out. They are crushed under their own weight. Be the casino. Always be writing, my friend. Stop speculating. Splair, I feel you, Jeff. Sometimes these calls can be disappointing. I mean, the bot ones, the written side, it's easy. Hoster got, looks like I already earned 50 quid on the trade already in a few minutes. I like this game. Savage, I don't like poor my cover calls or margin. Too much stress. If you can swing it, buy the stock via cash secured puts and get paid to wait instead of paying for waiting. Just a thought. And there you go. I agree. Cash secured puts are the way to buy stock. Absolutely the way to buy stock. Cash secured put writing is the way. GameStop now up just 2 cents at 22.11, which means those 30s are going up in value, which means you can get more for them. 28s are going up. The 25s are going up. You can grab cash by writing cash secured puts. Rocket Lab 1894. I don't know how much easier it is to make money on Rocket Lab. Cash secured puts. Easy peasy, nice and easy. Thank you very much, man. Take these gobs of dollars, these massive percentage returns being handed to you on a platter. Other people's money in your account, earn interest on it. What more do I have to tell you? It's right there. You've even got classes available on sale for the month of April to take advantage of this stuff. $600 US to get 4 classes to learn how to take $12 premiums on $30 puts. Oh my God, $1,200 premium. Write 10 of those. Here's $12,000 for you. Here's $600 investment to make 12 grand. Let's start with that. Oh my gosh. It's up to you, kids. You want to buy all 18 classes? Send me an email and just tell me, Uncle Bruce, I want to buy all 18 of your classes in one shot. They're available for you. Work out the math. 4 classes for $5.99. They're $150 a piece. Buy all 18 in one shot. And you're done. Watch them at your leisure and start writing $12,000 of credits right now. The option gamblers will pay you to do it. They're giving you the money to get the classes. I don't know how easy it is. How much easier it is. I feel like the Hurley boy, I feel like being the Hurley boy. Let the boy be your dog. I mean, Chris Farley. You ever seen those skits on YouTube? The Hurley boy. Look at Chris Farley where he goes, let the boy be your dog. I mean, come on. Just a guy sitting in front of a computer trying to help you get richer. Nothing personal. I really, we're down 428 in the Dow. We're going lower. You heard it here first, second, third, fifth, 1 million times. We're going lower on these markets. It's going to get uglier and it's going to get scarier. And you want to be sitting on massive cash balances. Cash is king, okay? 1193 on SoFi, 2413 on ASTS, Rocket Lab 1893, GameStop 2213. Welcome everyone to the party. Trump has pardoned Trevor Milton. Apparently, some fraudster has been pardoned by Grandpa and the White House. There you go. All right, giddy up. Let's see here. What else is going on here? Bobby Atkinson, I'm sitting on 1,701 BILs right now. Thank you, option market. There you go. Jeff, boom, sold 10 SPX call spreads yesterday for $5. Just closed them for $1.88. Cool. 3,200 in one day. Woot woot. Time to reset, says Jeff JR. Rock and roll, pal. Well done, everybody. Well, you keep up the good work, buddy. Dude is saying poor man cover calls are really tricky. You don't want to put one on when we're at highs on the stock. It's better to do poor man cover calls and weakness. Brian is saying to Bobby, nice work. I bet your portfolio isn't seeing the volatility like the rest of us. Savage of Wall Street, yes, we are all risking money, but not all gambling it. That's the key here. See, you seem to be worried about your calls that are bleeding out. I am giddy because my $12 cover calls I sold on GameStop bleed every day. That's the difference. I love this. Jeff, I have Jan 26 $30 Rocket Lab cash ticket puts that are in the red with a break even at 20. Beach Boy 60 Rocket Lab Jan 20 covered calls at 521 Savage. Boom, boom. There you go. Savage of Wall Street. But don't let me tell you what to do with your money. It's all good. Just my humble opinion. Everything could go to zero at some point, I guess. There you are. So yeah, sure, stocks can go down, they can go up, they can go sideways, but option writers enjoy shrinkage, and they enjoy premium shrinkage, and oh, they love cash balances in their account with interest coming in as well. Consider that your dividend. Consider interest coming into you as dividend money. That's how you play this game. It's a lovely little game. Thank you all for joining in here. David, Jeff, G, it's not about the break even. Jeff Glass, I understand. It's all good. Jeff, JR. We are risking but not gambling. Time depreciation is on our side. Rock and roll, pal. Way to go, man. Giddy up. Down days make people money around here. It's unbelievable. Call credit spreads are just handing you money on the Magnificent Seven. On SPYs, you just have to be strategic in your writing. JR took classes. He knows. David, it's about taking money from the time left before expiry. The goal isn't to go all the way, but buy to close when you have the return you want from the position. Exactly. Look at JR. He's taking $3,200 off the table and saying, thank you very much. I love this game. I just sold 10 of those SPX call spreads for $5. It was a $5,000 trade. That's all this was. Thank you. He just made a nice little bit of money right there. Well done, sir. Keep up the good work. Indeed, everybody. Welcome all. And Dude is saying, Jeff, don't listen to me either. I'm just telling you what I think. It's a tricky thing. To each his own. It's all good. Down 420 on the Dow, down 67 on S&P, down 290 on NASDAQ. Oil down 42 cents at 69.50. The tariff game is not working. The tariff game is not instilling confidence in investors. Investors are saying to the market, to themselves, with the market down 422 points, that the next 6 months to a year looking forward is negative in my opinion. And my opinion is my money. I'm taking my money out of certain stocks and shifting it around. Option writers are taking advantage of movement to make it pay them to not be shareholders. Giddy up. All right. Anyway, there it is. Thank you, everybody, for your comments and being around here. And thank you for the thumbs ups today. Thank you for hitting the poll question today. We now have responded. How many have come in? 368 people have answered my question of the day. It's a yes or no question. This deal that GameStop just is putting together here to raise $1.5 billion at zero interest, with stock being converted into the deal for $29.85, but at least not for at least 3 years, is a good deal. 88% now are saying this is a good deal. Now that I get the details, I like this deal for GameStop. 12% don't like it. but 88% do like it. 184 thumbs ups have come in today as well. Thank you all for helping out with the thumbs up meter today. It is much appreciated. Keeping this channel relevant. People are telling me it's getting harder to find. They're finding that my channel is getting harder to find on YouTube. Algorithms are crushing my channel exposure rate. This is what thumbs ups help combat. The more thumbs ups you can give us, the more exposure we will be given, and the more people will find us. They'll find out what's so good about GameStop. They'll figure out why SoFi is the come all and be all of all time. They'll figure out Rocket Lab is one hell of a good stock. They'll figure out a lot of things. Welcome all to the party. Thank you for joining me and tolerating the old man as he rants away and is getting ready to have himself a Friday bagel with the grape jelly on it. Oh my God.
Bagel.
You gotta love this. Oh baby. This is looking so good, kids. Look at that. Oh my God. And the classes are on sale. Talk about a great day, Friday. It's Friday. It's class day.
And curling starts tomorrow.
You want to start watching classes this weekend on how to write stock options? You can get 4 classes for the price of 3 starting today for the month of April. Here they are right here. Go down below in the description of this show or any of my videos. You'll find the classes. Go to my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca, and check out the 12 classes.
And for those spring breakers, your kids go back to school on Monday.
Yay! There you go. The kids are going back to school. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you all so much. Toasted sesame seed bagel with grape jelly on it from Welch's grape jelly. Ooh, lovely. Oh yeah. Giddy up, everybody. Love it. Jeff, we love you no matter what. We love you. We love you. We love you. Bottom line. Thank you for sharing with us. We're not here to pick on you or anything like that. Absolutely not. Alex, number 180, lovely red day today there, Uncle Bruce. Savage of Wall Street, if I can give anyone some advice, it's better to write cash secured puts near 52-week lows than 52-week highs. Always take big chunks of money. Dude, I wrote 350 Jan 2026 calls on Tesla. I got $4,200 2 days ago. Now I just sit and wait for it to come in. We keep doing nothing in Tesla, I win. Sitting on 10 grand already from calls in 3 months of covered call writing. Tom, comment for the algo. Jeff Glass, honestly, I wasn't looking to be chastised for my situation. I was looking possibly helpful thoughts. Thanks, though. Jeff JR, I want to know the numbers. So at a $30 spread, I put approximately 30 grand on the line. 3,200, 30K is a cool 10.6% in 1 day. Imagine doing that approximately 270 trading days a year. Nice going. Stuart, neat. Bagel time, touch grass. Credit spreads are my cheat code. Crazy 49er just rolled my $25 puts from today to next week and brought in another $400. There you go. That's not bad. Savage Wall Street, failure and loss are the best teacher. I got my ass kicked a few times. It's all good. DH Ruda, neat. Crazy 49. I've made about 10 grand just this month on GameStop calls. Thank you very much, Bobby. Oops, hiding and doing trades. I guess the fire alarm was going off at work. Once finished, I noticed nobody was around anymore. Laughing out loud.
Where is everybody? It's a birthday.
What's going on? Where is everybody? Giddy up, kids. GameStop, 2204 down to nickel. It won't last here very long. It will not be here much longer. Just wait for them to close the financing. The lawyers are writing it up. Trust me, they are writing it, proofreading it, getting ready to file it. It's okay. Oh, this bagel's good. Thank you, everybody. Strategy, MSTR, down $23 a share today. 301. You watch. You watch. As soon as GameStop closes that financing deal, they file it. Dough from MSTR is coming into GameStop. Just you wait. You wait. No, I'm okay. It's going to be fun. Nvidia down $2. Tesla down $8 at 265. How you doing? Call credit spread writers. How you doing on these stocks? What a run. Palantir down 528. Costco down 960. Coinbase down $9. Google down $4. Apple down $4. Broadcom down $3. Microsoft down $6.25. Intel down 98 cents. Netflix down $23. How you doing, call credit spread writers? You making money out there? I think you are. Oh yeah. Anyway, bless you, Auntie Jen from Richard Conley. You heard that sneeze of yours. Savage of Wall Street. Sir, everyone burned at that building except one guy. He was stock trading, sitting in his toilet, and had access to unlimited water. Stink bid do saves lives. There you go.
Just remember that your fire warden does check the washrooms to make sure people aren't hiding there. If they're on their turns.
Can't wait to read the book. Brian is going to write the book. And he's going to say, yeah, I was sitting in the toilet and I was working on some rollovers on my contracts and the flames are coming in and I flushed the toilet and I was putting my hand in between my legs and I was splashing water on my face and my phone and on my back to keep those calls going. Then the fire department came in and they got me the hell out of there. It was unbelievable, but I made all kinds of money. Tom, there was a stink, all right. That was a super stink bid. Bobby, perhaps GameStop boys, perhaps GameStop buys the Bitcoin from MSTR at a better price to lessen MSTR interest payments. And why would they want to do that? What?
Get a better price for themselves.
Yeah, really? Is that what they want to do? I think they'll just buy the coin themselves. I think they'll buy options on the coin. We'll figure this out. We'll know. We'll hear all about it. Giddy up. That was one hell of a stink bid. Oh my goodness.
It's so bad.
Crazy 49er. All I can think of is that everything is fine mean all is well.
All is well. Nothing to see here, folks. All is well.
Bobby, yeah, 2 firefighters saw me walking up here. They weren't wearing safety glasses on the shop floor. I just kept walking and waved, hello.
Hello.
I hope they don't buy Bitcoin reverse Uno. Nothing to see here. How's it going, guys? Okay, we're down 500 on the Dow, 505. Down we go. Down 83 on S&P, down 351 on NASDAQ. Dude, Uncle Bruce, it's not a competition, is it? Plenty of Bitcoin for GameStop and MSTR. Oh, yeah. Plenty. Oh, without question. Not a problem. Yeah. We're down 1.25% on the Dow. We're down 1.46 on S&P, and we're down 1.97 on NASDAQ. So it's a red day. No question about it. And viewers around here are going, these covered calls I wrote, they're falling beautifully. I'm able to take on new cash secured put positions for gobs of unbelievable amounts of money. Thank you very much. My call credit spreads are coming in beautifully. They're shrinking out, and I'm going to roll into other positions. Others of you are working your iron condors. adjusting your puts, adjusting your calls, and bringing in more credits. Nice job. Giddy up, you guys. Option writers. You figured out what the niche is for you, and you're exploiting it. And why not? Absolutely. 385 of you have taken the time to answer my question of the day. I appreciate that. And as I said, any of you out there who are trying to get your hands on classes to learn how to write options, they are available on sale. 4 for the price of 3, 25% savings. No. 4 for the price of 4 for the price of 3. 600 gets you $800 in classes. Jen in numbers doesn't work. It's the oldest. Jen ain't listening.
I'm not listening.
I'm not listening. All right, kids.
I do something.
Giddy up. Today was not a good day for Coreweave to go public. What do you think, kids? Not really the best day. Notice that Robinhood is down $3.25 a share, down to $40.74. By the way, that's not looking too good either. Let's take a look at Coreweave. Coreweave, is it open yet? Nope, has not started trading yet. Yeah. $1.5 billion IPO. I don't think it's a good one. Oh my. Thank you all for joining in today. Great to have you here. Rocket Lab holding a 49-cent gain at $18.91. It was over 20 first thing this morning on that new $5.6 billion contract from Space Force. $21.94 on GameStop, down 15 cents. Opportunity knocks. All right. Keeping an eye on the press release from GameStop when they're announcing the closing of their offering. Just waiting for that. Giddy up. Okay. There's SEC filings on GameStop. I'm keeping an eye on that. Nope, nothing yet. Waiting on GameStop to announce the closing of their underwriting. $21.98 on GameStop. Dow's still off 492, S&P down 77, NASDAQ down 330. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Jeff, I did have Jan 26 SoFi $12 cash secured puts that I bought back for a small profit when SoFi jumped to $13.50 last week. The SoFi calls are my one and only gamble. Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll. Dude, I asked my toaster what trade to make this morning. Asked Dude, says, dude, I'm still waiting for the reply. I really don't like my robo-advisor. This thing, hot to the touch. Don't stick a fork in the darn thing. A savage. Okay, folks, it's been grand, but I have to enter the work site. I got a slave for 7 days straight, but next weekend, vacation time, Tahoe awaits. Gamblers are paying for it. Thank you, gamblers. Rock and roll, savage. Enjoy.
7 days
Jeff, I don't always lose. Exactly. Andrea, a call credit spread on Meta. Working order for selling 685, buying 690s, expiring in 35 days. Stinky. It's $62. $500 trade, $62 credit at 12%. Thank you very much. One, Uncle Bruce, on March 13, I sold an Amazon 210 covered call that expires April 11. I got 260 for it. Just rolled it up to 225 for April 2, and I still got 37 cents credit, and I got a $1,500 rise on my strike price. Nicely executed. That is the name of the game around here. Alex, dude, face bottom tish. I don't know what that means. Crazy 49er. I'm still waiting on my old company to go public or get bought out. I left 3 years ago, and they were just about to go public. I'll believe it when I see it. Well, I hope you got a bunch of stock that's going to allow you to write a bunch of contracts and just run that puppy, or sell the stock and write cash secured puts, whatever. Beach Boy, Anti-Gen, could you tell Uncle Bruce he should make a video clip from those few minutes he listed stocks that might get a haircut in bear market? These few minutes were gold, Jerry. Gold.
Gold. Yes.
What is he?
Make a good short video.
What's he talking about?
You were talking earlier about the PE ratios and how they're too high and which ones need a haircut. That would be a good video.
I did that about a month ago, 2 months
You
ago.
did that earlier.
Well, today. I'm always doing that. Yeah, which one are you talking about?
I know, you got to remind him which rant he's on.
Yeah, which rant are you referring to?
Too many rants.
Dude, they aren't good jokes. They're just jokes. Oh, okay. Crazy for tonight. My robo-advisor keeps telling me 12 o'clock must be important because it's flashing.
He's flashing it at me. Don't forget 12.
What does this mean? Vilbus just added another 200 SoFi shares, 1180 to top off at 6,000 shares. Thank you very much. Nice going, Vilbus. Stealing stock from innocent people. How do you live with yourself? I know. Happily. It's okay.
Oh, wait. I remember. Happily.
Unreal. GameStop 2201 down 8 cents. Not being affected much with this down market. It's already down. It only has one direction to go, higher. It will happen. It's my opinion. My opinion. Dude, hey, Beach Boy, you expect Uncle Bruce to remember this morning? Give him a break. He doesn't know what name is his name. Andre, by the way, I've closed a call credit spread on Meta after 3 days with a 50% profit. What? Nice going, Andre. Alex Vilbus, nice. A DH. Uncle Bruce clearly blacks out on the air. I can't recall what he said. That's the best info right there. There you go.
That's right. You just have to remember. He doesn't.
Yeah, I'll never forget what's his name. He made me rich. I watched him for years. I watched him for years. He'd go on the air 2 times a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. I'll never forget. What's his name?
You know what they will remember? The bagel.
He used to eat a bagel.
They'll remember the bagel.
I remember he used to eat a bagel. That's right.
Does everything you're not supposed to do.
Never forget what's his name.
So now I've jumped at a good joke.
Oh my. Beach Boy. You did it an hour and 5 minutes after the market opened. I looked. Anti-Chen, just get him to do it, please. There you go.
Will do. An hour and 5. Okay.
There you go. Bagel was delicious.
Okay.
Will it make the market go up?
I don't know. It's a tough challenge today. You can only ask so much of the bagel on Friday.
So is that. I'm working hard here. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. Nice to have you in the house with us today. Thank you all for joining us. Yeah, the cryptos aren't doing too well, are they? We're down 3% on Bitcoin. Ethereum down 5 3/4. So is this XRP. Solana is down 6.5. Yeah, they're all down. All the cryptos are lower today. So that's not helping. It got to be, though, I think, all of the tariff talk coming up. We got this April 2nd tariff deadline thing. No one is happy. This is not going to work well, not going to turn out well. But it is what it is. We are what we are into. Yeah, exactly. Unbelievable things happening out there. Right. Remember, do not get sucked in believing that GameStop is raising $1.5 billion to specifically buy Bitcoin. That is not the plan. That is not the announcement. It's not the declaration. These dollars are going into the general bank account of GameStop to be used for general corporate purposes. They can do whatever they want with this money. They do not have to buy Bitcoin. There's no obligation whatsoever. And I'm thinking they'll buy enough Bitcoin to fund their business in Bitcoin on buying and selling and whatever of product. But I do not see them becoming a major, massive holder of gobs of Bitcoin. They don't need to be doing that. They're better off taking interest on the money from this cash. That's their best move to justify a $40 stock price, just on a PE multiple of 40 times earnings. That's like 101 management. Could they theoretically, in a week or two or a month or two, raise another 2, 4, 5 billion more? Yeah, they sure could. Shares go to 30, 35, 40. They might pull another one off, bring in enough money to be sitting on $9 billion cash, 10 billion in cash. That puts them in the position to make 700, 800 million a year in profit. $1.40 a share, $1.50 a share. That justifies $60 a share at 40 times earnings multiple. This is so basic. I mean, this is so rudimentary. Too many Wall Streeters outsmart themselves trying to overthink it. You don't have to overthink this deal. This stock at 2206 on GameStop is artificially here. It is being held here. I believe it is being held here by the underwriter to close this financing with the stock coming out at 29.85 3 years from now. That's what I think is going on. It is artificially being held down to close the SEC filing of the raising of the money. That's what I think is going on. But you don't have to believe me. What do I know? I'm just a moron. I don't know anything. You guys figured out. Okay, there you go. They haven't even done anything with the $4.5 billion. That's right. That's right. Well, all they've done is hauled in a bunch of interest, a ton of money coming in. Yeah, that's all they've done. And they've added it to their bottom line. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. Thank you, everybody. What else is going on here? The Kong Wizard. I recently opened a Palantir covered a call credit spread. 86.89 for April the 4th expiry. The price reached 98.17 on Tuesday. Okay. And stayed above 86 until today. Even at 98, the contract wasn't signed. Woohoo! And so Palantir right now is sitting at 85.08, and these contracts are out of the money, which means they've lost a lot of premium value from where they got to when the stock was at 98 something. So it looks like the Kong Wizard is going to come out of this okay. Well, giddy up, man. Down $5 today on Palantir. Costco down $10 right now. Tesla down $8.98. Nvidia down $167 to $109.76. Okay. The Dow is off 525 this morning. Okay. Jeff Glass, you got it. They can haul in 5% from a high-yielding account. Yeah, easily. I think they can get closer to 8% on corporate bonds through a corporate bond market maker. Bond specialist at Jefferies, they'll help them bring 8% in on their money. Maybe 7.5, whatever, but it'll be substantial. $6+ billion at 8% interest, $480 million a year. Easy money, man. Easy money. Oh my God, it's easy money. Anyway. Kong was probably about $600, so maybe time for more classes. Well, there you go. Giddy up. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you all for your support of this YouTuber's channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you all for being part of the family here. We love you. We want you to get richer, kids. Nothing personal. We just want you to get rich. That's all there is to it. I'm going to keep a sharp eye, of course, on the GameStop filings, looking for the company to announce the closing of the offering of $1.5 billion in convertible notes. I'll be waiting for that eagerly, and I will be happy to share that news with you the moment I know it. You will probably notice the moment that the deal is filed officially. When they actually do file it, you will likely notice an uptick in the stock price. You'll probably find that to be happening very quickly, and that'll tip you off that, oh, looks like that deal got done. Look at the stock. It's on a roll. There you go. That'll be a sign, but I will follow this. We have 399 people now. 400 have answered my question of the day. That is awesome stuff, you guys. 195 thumbs ups had come in a while ago. 400 answers to the question. Now we have 200 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. 401 results. 87% of you think it's a good deal. That was a really good underwriting by GameStop to take $1.5 billion interest-free for a $29.85 conversion. That's an okay deal for you. I agree. I couldn't be more agreeable with you than that. That is awesome. 87 to 13%, a favorable rating on that deal. And 200 thumbs ups in the house now. Thank you all. If you're watching on the rerun, thank you for helping out as well to add to the momentum of the thumbs up meter. 201 now. Here they go. They keep slipping in here. You guys are beautiful. I love it. If you want to take advantage of these classes, get your hands on the sale. You let me know. If you're having any issues on how to do it or you need any advice on it, let me know. Just send me an email. We'll get you squared away. We'll get you going. If any of you want to do a one-on-one session with myself, with me, give me a shout out, and we'll compare our calendars, yours and mine, and we'll see when we can squeeze an hour and a half together, and we'll get together. GameStop just went green again now, 22.11, 22.12. Just a little pop up here. So we're back into the green side of the trading equation at the moment. Always be writing. I'm the number 200 thumbs upper today. Rock and roll. Tom, it's been a busy week for you today. This week, Bruce, thank you. We appreciate you. Neat. The Kong Wizard GameStop, $25 January 26 cash ticket put hit the stink offer at $7.60. Oh my gosh, 30% on your money for January 26, an 8-month contract. Lovely returns. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, says deep value. Oh yes, thank you all so much. I love it when you guys take money. Thanks, Uncle B. Have a great weekend, says Charlie. Thank you all so much for all your support, all your kind words. Get richer. Tell your friends, or that when they call you and say, "Hey, are you still doing those option writing things you were talking about at Thanksgiving last year? You remember at Christmas time, Uncle so and so asked you about how you're doing, and you said, "Yeah, I'm doing okay." How's that going? Because my market my 401k is getting the crap kicked out of it. I'm wondering, are you hanging in there? How are you doing? You might be getting those calls already. Just a little here, a little there. People are talking about you guys. I bet you your relatives are talking about you behind your back, going, have you noticed the kind of lingo they use now when they talk to us? I don't understand half of what he's talking about. I'd ask him about he talks about the stock market, and he says stuff like expiry, 2 weeks until expiry, out of the money, call credit spreads. I don't know what does that mean. I'm too embarrassed to ask. Anyway, Jeff Glass, these nights need to wake up. Neat. There you go. The knee emojis are coming through here. Deep Value, Ostergaard, Jay, Gill, Charlie. Neat. There they go. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you with us today. I just want you to get richer. Nothing personal. Just get richer. Thank you all so much for being here for us. We love that you got our back for us. Thank you. We'll keep watching things. We'll keep on top of these markets for you, and we'll see how it all comes together. 205 thumbs ups. Look at that. 205. Oh, awesome. Thank you, everybody. All right. Jen and I think, are going to say our goodbyes here. Deep Value. We hit 200 likes or better already. Larry Titus. Neat. Splair. Neat. All right, Jen, are you ready?
I was born ready.
We're ready to say our goodbyes. I might be on later today. I might not. If GameStop talks, I might talk. But if they don't talk, I'll probably be resting. So I got it on my alert. We're keeping an eye on it with you. Keep me posted. You have any questions? Fire me an email. Otherwise, have a great weekend this weekend. Get some much needed rest. I'm going to get some much needed rest, and we'll get back at it Monday morning and see if we can make you guys any richer than you are now. Is that possible? Can we make you any richer than you are now? Dude, Richard, Beach Boy, Rocketeer, always be writing. Neat. Don't forget. Thank you all. In 3, 2, and 1, we're saying bye.